Hey, good looking. I'm so glad that you came to my kitchen today to sit there and see what we all have cooking. Grab a hold of that vine, swing right on in my kitchen, and let's get cooking. Good looking. Well, hey there, good looking. I'm so glad that you came to my kitchen today to sit there and see what we all have cooking. Well, today we're gonna have a pantry meal, and it's also a leftover meal. How is it a leftover meal, you may ask? Well, I'm using 2 cups of rotisserie chicken that I already went ahead. I cubed up. It's all sitting here in a bowl. Now what makes this a pantry meal is I went in my pantry and I pulled out the Uncle Ben's wild rice that I can up. So right here's a whole jar of that. While I was back in my pantry, I grabbed a box of a stuffing mix and a can of cream corn. Now, any other seasonings that you would need would be salt and pepper. Now, I'm going to go ahead. I have a baking dish here. Before we start adding anything to the baking dish, we're going to sit there and grease up our pan. So, I'm going to grab my pastry brush. I'm just going to go in my little container here that I have some of my cooking oil in, and we're just going to brush the very bottom and sides. Okay, the baking dish is all greased up. Now, I'm gonna sit there and take my jar key. We're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna open up my can of Uncle Ben's wild rice that I canned up. And I'm also gonna open up the can of cream of chicken soup. I have the wild rice opened up. Now we're just gonna come in here and we're just gonna add it to our chicken. So I'll be back as soon as I'm all done because the camera's at that awkward position and I have to work all the way around it. The rice is in the bowl. Now let's go ahead, add that can of cream of chicken soup. And then basically what we're gonna do is just gonna mix this all up together. I don't think I got out a big enough bowl, so I'm gonna have to carefully mix this up. But we'll be back when this is all mixed up and incorporated with each other. Now what's best about this recipe is you can adjust it in a lot of ways. Now, if you think your rice and your chicken is a little too dry, like what I think mine is, go ahead, add another can of cream of chicken soup, or go ahead and add some more milk. Like I said, I'm gonna add another can, and also you can sit there and add vegetables to this as well, like peas or broccoli, beans, whatever vegetable that you would like to be inside of what I like to sit there and refer to as my Thanksgiving casserole. Okay, we mixed up our very own canned Uncle Ben's wild rice along with 2 cans of cream of chicken soup and 2 cups of chopped up chicken Now, follow the directions on your stuffing mix. So, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to sit there and follow the instructions as the box tells you. And there's our stuffing mix that we followed the back of the packet of stuffing mix. Now, we're going to sit there and take our chicken and our cream of chicken soup along with our Uncle Ben's and wild rice mixture here, and we're going to sit there and place it into the bottom of our greased baking dish. Bear with me, please, because I am working around the camera and it's not always as easy as what it may seem on camera. It's really awkward. Okay, go ahead. And you want to sit there and spread this all out evenly along the bottom of your baking dish. So let's go ahead, spread this all out as evenly as we can. Ooh, yeah. Okay, now grab that stuffing mix that we already mixed up and now evenly put that on top of our Uncle Ben's wild rice mixture along with the creamed chicken and the chicken. So I'm going to continue to add this whole bowl. Now all that's left is to take my Thanksgiving casserole over to a 350-degree oven and bake it roughly around 30 minutes or until it gets all nice and golden brown and crusty on top. Look at that delicious Thanksgiving casserole. Now, I'm gonna go grab a spoon. I'm gonna go grab a dish. We're gonna scoop some up. And we're gonna give it the YouTube test. I grabbed a spoon so we can get some out. I grabbed a bowl. So I'm just gonna go right on in. Woohoo! I gotta show you that. Oh, do you see that? Now, I'm gonna go grab a spoon. I have myself a spoon. Now, you know I gotta have a little bit of everything. So, let's go on in for the taste test. Just like Thanksgiving, but so much easier. I mean, look. Now, you could make this even if you had home canned chicken or even the store canned chicken. It would just be as equally as good. Now, if you liked what you saw here today, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not yet a subscriber to my channel, hit that subscribe button, tap that little bell. That way you'll always be notified every time I put out a new video. And as always, here's to happy cooking, but better yet, happy eatins'. Y'all come back now, you hear? And here's the recipe.